So I got to check out the Mario movie last night, and I have a lot of thoughts about it. So in a return to a classic Wow It's Jake series, here are my thoughts on the Super Mario Bros. Movie. In an effort to keep this short and not have it me be rambling about Mario for like 20 minutes, we're gonna break this down into basic pros and cons, alright? And by the way, if you don't like Mario, don't go see this movie. That's my spoiler-free review for you. If you don't like Mario, don't watch the Mario movie. Alright? So starting off, let's talk about the things that worked with the Mario movie, because there sure were a lot of them. First of all, I really did like the voice casting. I think everyone did a great job for the most part. Keegan-Michael Key's Toad was a little held back. He didn't really do that much. Chris Pratt Mario, also very just bland, same with Peach. But the real stars of the show here are mainly Bowser and Donkey Kong. Jack Black and Seth Rogen did an amazing job with their voice acting. Their performances stole the show. And yeah, I just love anytime Bowser or Donkey Kong are on screen. It's fun. It's very fun. Editing Jacob here. I just wanted to add in really quick. I also really love that Bowser's motivation in this movie is purely to marry Peach. I think it's really funny, and it's what the Bowser in Mario Odyssey wants to do, and he even wears Bowser's little white suit from his wedding in Mario Odyssey in the movie, and it's cute, and I love it, and Bowser fucking stole the show, dude. It may as well be called the Bowser movie. Anyway, back to the video. I also can't ignore that this movie does look beautiful. The animation is very, very good. There are parts of this movie that look hyper realistic, especially the water. Any scene with water in it is amazing. It looks beautiful. Not to mention the Rainbow Road Mario Kart scene looks amazing. And yeah, they knocked it out of the park with animation, but no one has ever claimed Illumination is bad at animation. They claim that they have bad stories and childish writing, which, yeah, unfortunately the Mario movie could not escape. So I think that's as good of a place as any to move into the negatives, which this movie also has a lot of. So kind of circling back to the voice acting, a negative side of it is that this movie was filmed during the pandemic, which means that every actor that recorded their lines sent them from home. And you can definitely tell there's a lot of parts throughout this movie where the dialogue sounds very stilted and emotionless almost, and that's because these people are sitting in their homes reading off a piece of paper as opposed to being in a studio, in a booth, actually really pushing the emotion, maybe even getting the chance to see the person they're acting alongside with. You lose all of that, and yeah, it leaves a lot of the dialogue in this movie for feeling very flat and emotionless. The other really huge problem with the Mario movie is the plot, and that it is just very painfully simple. It really feels like Illumination took whatever the most generic kids movie plot they could find and forced it onto Mario characters. So in that aspect, I really didn't enjoy it that much, but at the end of the day, if you like Mario, if you understand the Easter eggs and the references, you will get enjoyment out of this movie. But if you don't really like Nintendo, you're not really a big Mario person, this is going to be the most run-of-the-mill generic kids movie you've ever seen in your life, okay? There's no stakes, there's no real conflict other than Luigi getting kidnapped, but we know he's going to get saved. And they really just didn't do anything to push this movie up to another level past generic kids movie level. But at the end of the day, like I said, it has a lot of positives and negatives. It is not a terrible movie, but it's also not an amazing one. Everything that you would think would happen in a Mario movie happens in this movie, alright? There's blocks, there's running, there's jumping, there's power stars, there's Mario Kart, there's turtle shells, there's Koopas, there's Bowsers, there's the Luigis, there's Peaches, there's Marios, there's Toads, but yet there's no Wario or Waluigi, unfortunately. Holding out for the sequel, guys. Holding out for the sequel. Anyways, I got a kick out of this movie. It was a fun, short family film, and I don't think it did anything overly offensive or bad, but it was incredibly generic and cliche. I'm gonna give the Super Mario movie a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. It's in that range, and I don't think it's gonna move much from there. I really hope they go a lot more crazy in the sequel and pull like plots and storylines from the games rather than just making up a generic thing for these characters that already existed to do. It's boring, and I don't want to see it. But yes, folks, that is all. The Mario movie is mid, unfortunately. That is the official report. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Anyway, future projects. Hopefully that Fast and Furious video gets done at some point. I'm still stuck on movie number 5, and I don't see myself making any progress anytime soon. The Fast and Furious video is currently in the Wowits Jig vault. I don't know if anyone will ever see it, so. Let's go, Mushroom Kingdom, baby, it's Mario time. Bye.
Oh my God!